What is up, you guys? Today I'm making a video that is very different than my normal content because I am having hernia surgery. It is my first surgery ever, and while I was preparing for it mentally, I searched the internet and YouTube for resources, people sharing their own experiences with this surgery. There wasn't a lot, especially on YouTube, so I figured I would document everything just in case it's helpful to somebody else. So let me start with a little bit of backstory. My official diagnosis is I have diastasis recti, I don't know how you say that, but it's where your abdominal muscles separate, very often from pregnancy. And then I have a hernia as well, or maybe a couple of small hernias. I guess we'll find out. My last child was born 4 years ago, and not too long after she was born, I started to suspect I had diastasis. I was noticing the coning. I didn't pay too much attention to it, to be honest. But it was my doctor who kind of started the ball rolling, was talking about different things I could do to treat the diastasis because we didn't know there was a hernia at that time. Throughout all of this time, there was not a lot of pain in my stomach. I would say it's just mostly a lot of discomfort. Whenever my stomach would get bloated, especially, it would just feel very uncomfortable. I look pregnant, literally. I've looked back on pictures of myself and my stomach over the last 4 years, and I can see, and I know, I just can tell, it's gotten worse, because now, it used to be that my stomach was a little bit softer, just kind of what, but now it is always distended. I'll pop some pictures up to show you what it looks like now. But I did know that my stomach above the belly button always felt a little different. In my head, I thought that, you know how when you're having a baby after you give birth, they push really hard on your stomach? I always thought that maybe the nurse pushed too hard, because it was if you've had a baby, you know how painful it is, but the second baby I had, it felt really crazy. So I thought it was because of that. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. So she started talking to me about helping my diastasis with physical therapy, which I didn't do. I mean, I honestly just didn't do anything for my diastasis at all. I didn't understand the implications of what could happen. I don't know how to wear clothes. I've had to learn to kind of mask it, because I don't love how it looks, obviously. But more than that, it's hard to bend over sometimes. It gets in the way. Honestly, when I'm standing in the shower, I can't see my feet. I literally look 8 months pregnant. I don't know. It's bad. The measurements in the CT scan said my abdominal separation at that time was about 6 centimeters wide, and it mentioned the hernia being in that center area. So just right above my belly button is where, it feels the weirdest. 6 centimeters wide, 9 centimeters long, containing fat. At the same time, basically, as the CT scan, I was trying to schedule a colonoscopy, and then the gastroenterologist basically said, we're not doing your colonoscopy until your hernia is fixed. So it was kind of okay, I need to fix it. I'm not doing any tummy tuck. I don't care about how my stomach actually looks in terms of flabbiness. I just want it to be healthy, obviously. We talked about her repairing my diastasis. She will repair whatever is necessary to make this surgery have a successful outcome in general, right? So but the core is the hernia. I've been doing a ton of Reddit research, just preparing myself mentally for what it's going to be like. I am scared. I am a naturally very anxious person, but I'm trying to have the right mindset, and I'm very excited to just get everything fixed. So I will take you guys with me as I go along, and I hope that this is helpful. So it is the day before the surgery. I have to be at the place at 5:45 tomorrow morning. It's going to be very early. In preparation for everything, I've had to cleanse my body, or the area of the surgical site, with a special cleanser, and I have to do that. I've been doing that for the past 3 days leading up to the surgery, and then in the morning I have to do that as well. They want me to sleep on clean sheets, both the night of the surgery and then when I come home as well. I can't eat anything or drink anything past 11 p.m. tonight. So definitely a weird feeling, a little bit nervous. Obviously, I'm trying to think about the end result though. But yeah, it's starting to feel kind of real, and I'm kind of wow, this is crazy. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Okay, I'm out of surgery and heading home. The doctor said I had 3 hernias, which she repaired. Actually, I don't know how much of my diastasis she repaired. I'll check the notes, yeah, to see. I'm not in really any pain right now. I feel a little bit of tightness on the right side of my abs, but they did use a nerve blocker, and they gave me lots of nausea meds and pain meds. My throat is sore from the breathing tube or whatever. But overall I feel okay for now. So they're prescribing oxycodone, and they said I can also alternate with like Tylenol and Advil as needed. So yeah, the uncomfortable part I think will be coming like tomorrow. I think that's all for now. It is like 3:30. I'm still not in too much pain. I have not had nausea, thank God, because the thought of retching or vomiting right now will just send me. So thank God for the nausea meds. My throat is still scratchy from the breathing tube, and the guy warned me that I might feel like I have like a lot of phlegm in my throat, which I do feel like that, but like again, the thought of coughing right now sounds horrible, so I'm just kind of dealing with it. My stomach mostly just feels like something happened, obviously. I think they're my incision marks. I can feel that, but again, it's not super painful. I don't know if I told you guys before, there was 3 hernias. Yeah, everything's a little bit of a blur. I haven't slept too much. There's been a lot of family over, and just I haven't like felt like super sleepy, but I'm right now eating. Luckily, I'm eating small things. They advise me to just eat like soft food, so I've mostly been having yogurt, water, and then I did take, oh my god, I have like food on my shirt. Ow. Ooh. Okay. I did have like Tylenol, and I'm gonna try to see if I can manage the pain with Tylenol and Advil, and then if it gets really bad, especially tomorrow or as the nerve blocker wears off, I'm gonna use the oxycodone that they gave me. But now I'm eating a little bit of chicken because yeah, I was definitely hungry, a little bit shaky. But I'm feeling pretty good. So I think after I eat this, I'm gonna just go to sleep, hopefully. My house is 2 stories. I thought I'd be like upstairs, you know, in the bedroom, but I'm just staying down here. So my husband is absolute saint to doing everything, literally taking care of our kids, me, and you guys know kids can be a handful. My kids can definitely be a handful sometimes, so bless him. So yeah, that's just the update for right now. So things are going pretty well. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention is like I am having to pee like every 2 hours. We got a walker just to like help me not use my ab muscles as much as possible. My husband is really trying to help me remember not to use my ab muscles, so he's helping me get up and everything. But yeah, I'm peeing, and it's not a problem yet, aside from like getting up and going. I feel like I'm clenching my ab muscles right now. I need to like chill. So far, again, with the whole like bathroom thing, so far so good. It is day 2. I slept through the night. I was really scared to go to sleep. I don't know why. But I did it. I was on my back a lot yesterday and it wasn't very comfortable, so I tried to lay on my side. I was able to, which made me very happy. I couldn't really turn my brain off, so I took some magnesium and finally fell asleep and felt really good when I woke up. I'm pretty stiff when I was getting out of bed, but nothing too crazy. My pain is still not like pain. It's just sort of like my stomach feels things, right? But it's not like excruciating pain or anything like that. I'm still just taking Tylenol and ibuprofen. But yeah, I was able to get myself out of bed, go to the bathroom. I'm eating. I actually even readjusted my abdominal wrap, and I was kind of scared to see what it was gonna feel like and look like, but it didn't feel too crazy. Definitely love the support though. It's a must, obviously. And it didn't look too bad either. I saw my 3 incisions. My stomach did not look like crazy at all. It just took a few little marks, and so that was a relief. But yeah, like so far so good. Again, like I'm surprised, I guess, that there's not a ton of pain. But I mean, there is definitely discomfort, I guess. Yeah, discomfort's a good way to put it. And I don't know if what happened yesterday in terms of pain medication and nerve blocking is still a part of it. I guess I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know, like when is it going to start being horrific? I am not using my abdominal muscles at all because, yeah, that feels
like obviously like problematic. So I don't know how much of the diastasis they repaired, but they definitely repaired some of it. I'm just like not wanting to cough, definitely not wanting to sneeze. Uh, because yeah, laughing, for example, it just tightens your abs. I'm not using my abs to walk at all, nothing like that, because yeah, that feels, again, I wouldn't describe it as pain yet, just kind of sore, I guess. And I was able to go upstairs last night even, like, I guess I'm surprised that I'm feeling way better than I thought I would be. So I don't know, but they say the first 2 days or a few days are like the hardest. So I don't know, like, let's see what happens, you know? Let's see what happens tomorrow, later today, etc. I still haven't had to take Oxy. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on today on day 2.
It is day 5, and here is my update. Day 3 and 4, I slept a lot. And started feeling more like myself. And in fact, on day 3, I started to reduce the frequency and the dosage of my Tylenol and Advil. So the pain has never gotten crazy. Like, yeah, I'm still like shocked because I expected and heard so many people complaining about how painful things were after these kind of surgeries, but my experience has been actually pretty easy. The hardest things by far are just like when you get into bed, especially when you go to like lay down and find a comfortable position. Getting up out of bed, also from a laying position. Those are a little tricky, but there's like ways to do it. Coughing. I've had a lot of phlegm, like, and a lot of like coughs. I read that can be related to like the anesthesia, maybe. I don't know, but anyway, lots of phlegm. So when coughing, you're taught to support your abs, and just kind of cough gently. So I've been making do with that. In fact, today's the first day I feel like every time I breathe, I don't need to cough. So that's great. And sneezing, which I still haven't done, and I don't want to. I've stifled my sneezes every single time. And blowing my nose. Blowing my nose is hard too. But I've been, again, up walking around. Like every few hours, I just get up, walk around. It's not a problem. Walking actually feels really good. I did take my shower for the first time, I think it was yesterday. And that was absolutely terrifying because when you take off the abdominal binder, things obviously like shift a little bit and migrate south, and it felt crazy not to have the support. And I was just kind of like, seeing your stomach after it's like different is kind of weird. My stomach looks good though, all things considered. My incisions look great. I have my stomach is swollen. There's like a ridge down the middle, which I think is from where they repaired or brought back together my abdominal muscles. But it was just kind of scary. I like almost passed out, but I did it, and then I felt really good afterwards. So yeah, I'm eating more, like I'm feeling pretty normal, all things considered. My husband brought me my first cup of coffee since the surgery this morning, and I literally like it brought tears to my eyes. It was so good. Ooh, laughing also kind of, yeah, anything with the ab muscles is like, you can feel it, right? It feels sore. Oh, and there was one day, I think it was day 2, where I was starting to feel like not good. I was feeling like weak, shivery. I think I wasn't eating very well. And I think as the anesthesia was wearing off, it was kind of doing some things to my body. That was not good, but I just sat and ate and felt better, and it passed pretty soon. So yeah, that was the only thing that was really like kind of weird. And I had a hard time sleeping the first few days. I think my brain was like recovering from the trauma of surgery still. But now I'm able to like relax more, and I'm watching way more TV, and I'm reading finally for the first time in eons, watching movies and stuff like that. Like I never get to do that normally. Like, if you're a mom, like there's not a lot of time. So this has been actually kind of nice. And again, my husband is an absolute saint. So, I mean, so far really still so good. Really surprised. Today is day 7, and honestly, I'm still chilling here in bed right now, but I am feeling so much more normal. As of like yesterday, I started to just feel like my stomach just felt more healed. I can't describe it any other way. I'm able to walk with a little bit more speed now. I'm just generally feeling good. I barely use the Advil or Tylenol, any of that pain medication anymore, at least for these few days. It's been like really, really good. My only negative thing that kind of happened is I realized that whenever I don't eat enough, when I start getting whatever, low blood sugar or something, it affects me really, really bad while my body is still recovering. I felt like passing out, like really felt really bad. Very scary. I mean, I don't love that feeling at all. And so I would just advise you that if you are like recovering from surgery like this, make sure you stay up with your food, your protein. Yeah, I know last night I didn't eat a very big dinner and definitely paid the price for it the next day. So, but yeah, like I'm honestly so surprised. I have like my kids are doing like a dance recital next week, and at first I was like, oh, there's no way. But honestly, I think I can do it, you know. But yeah, and today I actually was helping a little bit with dinner, and it was nice just to feel like more mobile. You know, my stomach is swollen still. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like here on day 7. I don't feel like the sides, the tightness in the sides. Hopefully I mentioned that before, where I think maybe where the mesh like is the most tightest is probably where I was feeling some pressure on like it might have been like day 4. That feels pretty good now, but I just internally feel a whole lot better. Yeah, really, really pleased overall with how this whole thing has been. Those first few days are definitely hard. This first week was hard. So hard to get in and out of bed, so hard to get up and down. You know, it was a lot, but again, it wasn't super painful. So that was the thing that I was definitely most happiest about. It is day 10, and I think this is going to be my last update because things are going pretty well. I'm definitely still swollen. There's definitely little moments where I just get tired or things kind of are a little bit achy or sore. But like in general, like I can walk pretty much my normal speed. I can get up and down pretty easily. Everything seems to be feeling a lot more normal. Super glad that this is all over with, and glad and excited for my stomach to stop swelling, so that I can kind of see what it's going to be like. But I think it might be a while before that happens. I don't expect to be not wearing a binder anytime soon because it still feels really crazy when I take it off. I did get another binder just so I could rotate between 2. I bought the Frida Mom one, the Frida Mom, the postpartum brand. But yeah, thank you for coming on this journey with me. Again, glad it's over. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want any updates in the future, like 3 months out or whatever, also just let me know. Okay, bye.